Hey, Mike with CoachMikeMcDonald.com here. And today's video, I'll be walking you through 5 email marketing strategies you can use to double your pest control revenue without spending money on ads. So let's get into it. Now, if you're like most pest control company owners I talk to, you're probably writing a massive check to Google or Facebook every single month. And you're essentially paying rent to Facebook just to keep your trucks moving. But what if I told you you're actually sitting on a gold mine of revenue right now and it can cost exactly $0 in ad spend to tap into it? Well, the thing is, many pest control businesses have this available and it's their email list. And when you effectively tap into your existing customer database, you can pull out a lot of high quality customers every single month for your business. And you see, most pest control business owners think that email is dead because they really only use it to send out things like their invoices. But the reality is that email is one of the highest ROI marketing channels for the home services industry, like pest control businesses, because you actually own the list. You see, nobody can change the algorithm behind your marketing efforts and take it away from you when you're marketing to a list that you own, like email, versus using paid ad platforms like Facebook and Google. And that's why in today's video, we're going to sit down and walk you through 5 specific email strategies you can start using this week that are designed specifically to generate jobs on demand, to pack your daily routes tighter, and to grow your business without spending a dime on ads. So again, let's dive in. The first strategy is the seasonal pre-sell. And so in pest control, one of the worst things you can do is just be reactive. And so if you're waiting for a homeowner to see a massive swarm of termites in their kitchen to start marketing to them, you're actually competing with every other company on Google, and this becomes very expensive and very stressful. And in most cases, you end up having to compete on price. The other side of this, though, is to be proactive because when you know your market, you know exactly when the ant season starts and you know exactly when the rodents are going to start looking for that warm place in the fall. So, about 30 days before the season actually shifts, you want to go into your CRM and send a simple educational email to your past customers that has a high seasonal relevance. So, for example, you might have an email with the subject line of something like 3 signs the spring ants are waking up. Again, you want to keep this email helpful and value based. You could give them a couple different DIY tips. So, for example, maybe something like checking under the window seals or to make sure they clear brush away from the foundation of their home. And then at the very end, you want to have a soft call to action or a gentle offer. So, as an example, you might craft an email that sounds something like this. By the way, if you want to guarantee your kitchen stays ant free this spring, we're doing an annual perimeter treatment starting next week for our valued customers. And so you can reply to this email to grab a spot in our schedule at a special discount, or you can book a time on our calendar right here. And then again, you would link to your calendar at that point. Again, with this style of email, you aren't hard selling them. You're simply offering a timely solution before it becomes an emergency. And this is a great way to fill your calendar weeks before your busy season starts. The second strategy is the service anniversary upsell. The key to this strategy is to think about all the people who hired you exactly a year ago today for a one-off job. So again, maybe they had a wasp nest or they had a bad spider problem. You went out, you solved it, but you haven't talked to them since. Well, being that it's a year later, the protective barrier that you sprayed around the home at this point is totally gone. And so this is one of the best times to transition them from a one-time fix into a recurring quarterly customer. And so if you use a system like HubSpot or Aweber or an email autoresponder, you can completely automate this process where you can set a trigger that fires exactly 350 days after that one-off job is completed to send them a reminder message. So again, that email might say something like, "Hey John, I know it's been about a year since we came out to handle that wasp issue. And since it's been a year, your exterior barrier that we put in place has expired at this point. And instead of waiting for another emergency to pop up, I'd love to upgrade you to our quarterly home shield plan. And since you're a past customer, I'll actually waive the startup fee and we can get you on the schedule this week at a special discount." The great thing about this setup is that it takes almost zero effort on your part once it's set up, and it can systematically turn your past one-off customers into predictable monthly recurring revenue. Strategy 3 is the neighbor drop geoblast. Now, one of the biggest killers in the pest control business is windshield time. You see, if your technician is driving 45 minutes between stops, you're burning money on gas, wasted time, and inefficiency. And this is really why you need to maximize your route density, and this strategy can help you do that. And so one way you can use email to fix that is to look at your schedule and say, for example, on a Thursday, it's a little light, but you know you have one guaranteed appointment in that zip code. And so in this case, you could work backwards and look at Tuesday of that week and tap into your CRM, filter your customer list by that zip code, and just simply send a quick email to people that are in that area that aren't on a recurring plan. You could craft an email that could say something like, hey, our technician Mike is going to be doing an inspection for one of your neighbors this Thursday. And since we're already going to be having a truck in the neighborhood, we had room to fit in a few more exterior treatments for neighbors in the area. And we wanted to offer a special discount for those that take advantage of this. So if you want to take advantage of that great discount, let us know. Reply to yes with this email and we can set you up with a spot during our route and get you that great discount at the same time. Because this is hyper local, this can lead your open rates to skyrocket. Plus, homeowners really love to get that special discount, and it helps you by turning a single neighborhood stop into a highly profitable packed route. Strategy number 4 is the lapsed customer win back. And so the goal of this strategy is to turn people that used to be recurring customers but canceled back into recurring customers through this win back campaign. And so we know that people cancel for all sorts of reasons. They move, money gets tight, maybe they got a new credit card they forgot to update. The list goes on and on. But what do most pest control business owners do? They just let these customers fall through the cracks. The key is to not let these customers fall through the cracks and instead set up a plan to eliminate this churn from your business. Now, the real foundation of this strategy is to focus on pulling a list of customers every quarter that canceled within the last 6 to 18 months. And then you send them an offer that's really just too good to ignore. So maybe you craft an email with a subject line like, "We miss you. Here's a free exterior treatment." And the message might sound something like, "Hey John, we loved having you as part of the family. We know that life gets busy, but we definitely wanted to earn your business back. And if you restart our quarterly protection plan this month, your first exterior treatment is completely on us." Now, I know what you might be thinking. Why would I give away a free treatment? Well, the thing is that because acquiring a new customer on Google ads or Facebook ads is probably going to cost you $50 to $100 anyway, giving away a free $75 exterior treatment to a customer that already knows, likes, and trusts you is definitely one of the cheapest ways to acquire a new customer that will likely have a much longer retention rate than a cold customer you try and get through paid ads. Now, strategy number 5 is the post-service review engine. Now, this strategy really focuses on building credibility and authority for your business. And the thing is, most people will do business with companies that they know, like, and trust, and one of the first areas they look to build that trust is your overall reviews. You see, the thing is, if you don't have a solid review management strategy in place, the chances you're going to show up in that map pack or those top listings on Google is nearly non-existent. And the problem is that most technicians always forget to ask for reviews when they're done with the service out in the field. But the thing is, you can actually take that process out of their hands and automate this completely through email, which can lead to a much higher rate of people leaving you positive reviews. So for example, the second a tech marks a job as complete on their tablet, this should actually start a countdown timer. And so exactly 2 hours later, an email and a text message should automatically go out to the homeowner asking for a positive review. And so it could say something like, "Hey Bob, Mike just let us know he finished up your service. And here at XYZ Pest Control, we always strive for 5-star service. And so if you had a great experience today, would you mind leaving us a positive review?" You can simply click this link and it will take you right there. It definitely helps us out tremendously and we appreciate your business. And the key is that magic 2-hour window, because the relief of having the bugs or pest issues gone is still going to be fresh in the customer's mind at that point. And so the great thing is that with a simple, well-timed email that hits people when they're happy with your service immediately after the service is completed, you can quickly go from a handful of reviews to hundreds of reviews in just a short period of time. And this can really help you increase the number of inbound calls you get because you now have a positive reputation online. So as a recap, your email list is a huge untapped asset that you can be using to massively scale your pest control business without having to spend hundreds of dollars on paid ads. You want to use seasonal pre-sales to beat your competition to the punch, automate those anniversary upsells to build your recurring revenue, run geo-targeted email blasts to pack your routes tighter, and launch win-back campaigns to reduce lapsed accounts and churn. And finally, automate your review requests so you can dominate local search in Google. Again, stop treating your email list like a dusty filing cabinet and start treating it like a sales rep that works 24/7 for free. But let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Have you been using these strategies? Is it something you'll start implementing now you've seen this video? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And again, if you like this video, be sure to hit that like button as it really helps out the channel. And if you did need more high quality pest control leads for your business, become a partner of ours. We've been partnering with pest control companies all over the country to help them generate more high quality pest control leads for their business on autopilot. So if you need more high quality leads for your business, check out the details in the link in the description below and become a partner of ours today. And if you haven't done so yet, be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notifications to get the latest updates of new videos we put out. But once again, thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you more soon.